Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is you're tuning in. I hope you're having a great day. So, I thought I would show you how I do some of my little slow stitched clusters. So I have some examples. Hopefully this dish isn't too shiny. It's a little shiny. Okay, so anyway, these are some of the clusters that I've made. I'll grab a couple here to show you up close, just because there's some very different varieties of things you can do. Okay, so here's an example. These are just from little fabric scraps, scraps of lace, and a little bit of embroidery thread. So just some example. This one was fun. I have a bunch of these little tiny scraps, and so what are you gonna do with a little sock monkey? Well, make a cluster, I guess. I had leftover circle and then some bits of lace, and then here's another one. So we can add these to our journals for bunches of different things. You can use them as toppers for tags. You can use them for adding into a journal somewhere. So I grabbed a journal just to kind of show you quickly an option. So maybe I've got one here that'll match a little bit in this pretty journal. Maybe we'll make one to go in it. Maybe we've got blues and purples and oranges. You know what? I think this will go perfect here. So that becomes then like a little pull tab on here. So you can stitch it on, you can glue it on. I'm just gonna throw some glue on here. This is my journal that I got recently in the mail. I did not make this journal. My bestie made it for me. So I'm super excited to start playing in it and doing some fun stuff. So here we go. We are adding the first thing into this journal to make it our own. So I'm gonna put this glue right here. And this is just Fabric Fix. Nice sturdy glue. And we're gonna pop this on right like that. And voila, now we have some cute little stitching, and this is on here, and now we have like a little pull spot for this little notebook. So simple as that. See if there's something else I can show you what you could do. You could take one of these and it can become a page tab like this as well. So I was thinking of putting one here on this page. This one doesn't work, but just to give you an idea, I have some other options you can use these for, putting them by pockets, all kinds of things you can use them for. So just another type of cluster that we can make. So I'm going to show you how I do these really quickly. I'm going to leave this page open so it is able to dry. Now I have some lace and I have some fabric. I grabbed some different fabrics because I thought maybe we could make something to go in our bag journal. So kind of thinking about different things. This trim is really pretty. It was probably from a pillowcase. I got this in a box of stuff that was going to be tossed. So I'm just going to take this, and it's not very sturdy anymore, so that's why it's great for using in journals. You can use it really well on fabric and things, but on a journal it's going to be great. So I want to do this as a page edge, and we need about 6.5 inches. So we're going to go 7. Let me grab a ruler. You can just do whatever you want with these. They don't have to be anything special. I'm going to cut it right there at that one. But I was like, let's kind of work toward some things for our journal. So we have a piece of lace there. I'm going to prep a couple things here. And this piece as well. Super pretty flowers. What can we do with you? Let's just take a piece right here like this. Okay, so we have that one. So that's those. And then I call these my lace ladies. So I had this cutout, or this book of different things you could do or cut out or whatever. This might be big, but that's all right. And this is how I used to store like all of my trim. It doesn't work as well anymore because I have so much, but I put ones on these because it makes it look like they're Victorian dresses. I have a bunch of these that I made a while ago just from cardboard, and then I put some paper on them and things like that. So we're going to take a little bit of this guy too. Okay, so we've got a couple. You can see it's stained. It's been around for a long time. Probably got it in a box of junk somewhere along the line. Okay, so we've got some different laces here to work with. We have our color palette that I kind of want to go with. And we are going to just do some quick layering to see what we got. That's pretty, because this is kind of those peachy colors. It's got some of the green in it. Now, if we could pull in some purple, if we have an interesting piece of purple here, maybe this one. Actually, this would make a really cool like page tab like that. And I think we will do that. So we're going to save this one for this way. And we're going to make it go like this, I think. Yeah, let's do that. So it'll be like that on the edge of our page. Maybe we can cheat that in a little so it's right on the edge. I like that. Okay, so we're going to go that and that. And then let's add this little bundle of flowers, I think. That's, oh wait, hold the phone. That's really pretty. Let's use a piece of this on here. Let's go, because I really like this flower right here. So I'm gonna just see if it'll tear, because I want some kind of torn edges that I want to go about there. So do we want to cut that? Let's cut it. Actually, let's leave it. Let's leave it like that. Okay, so that one's good. This one needs something. We need something here. I have this pink that looks like water droplets. I'm going to put that on. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. And then what else did I grab? This polka dot. Let's do some polka dot. So I'm not going to probably stitch all of these right now. But I thought I would just show you how I kind of lay out a few things. And I like the torn edges. If you don't like that, that's fine. And I'm going to do this under there like that, I think. And then let's do one little piece on top. Let's see what else. Oh, I have this pretty little purple flowers here. Make sure I'm in frame. I forgot to check. I am. Let's just scooch up just a titch though, to make sure we're staying where we need to stay. And then what do we want to do with this? Let's kind of do here-ish, maybe like that, like a little strip. You can also layer with paper. You don't just have to use fabric for these. Do I like that? Do I want it more like that? I want it kind of angled, I think. Let's do it like this. Let's put this up there. And let's do this here. I like that. And then let's add maybe a button. I like that. I feel like it needs a little something. Maybe we'll come up with it as we go. So that one's good. That one I'm happy with. This needs something else. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? And this needs something else too. Let's see here. What do I have close at hand? That would also look cool. Sometimes I have like a little pile of scraps and things over here that I can just kind of grab from sometimes because it's like for clusters or whatever. I don't like that. Let's see. What else? You know what I could, hold on. Let me grab the leftovers from the journal cover because I set them all off to the side so we could grab something if we needed to. So, what do we got? Because I want to go for the shabby chic kind of thing. And okay, this let's put some of this on one of these somewhere. Maybe this one. That's kind of fun. Let's do it. Let's do that on there. We'll stitch that guy on. What else do we have in here? We have some of this gold. Maybe we could do some gold on that. Let's do it. Let's just do it. There. Okay. Let's cut that. And some purple lace too. Should have thought of that. What else? Do we have another fabric scrap that'll be cool in here? Real quick. Come on, Nance. Quickies. Here, this teal. Just in case. I don't know. I don't know if we want to use that or we need to use it, actually. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. We don't need anything else. Okay. So I'm going to cut this here. And then I'm going to put a piece of tape on the end of this so it doesn't unravel more. And I just grabbed a piece of washi tape and I am just putting it on there so it doesn't unravel. Let's go back in the box. Okay. Oh, I had this purple here too, but I don't think we need it. Do we need it? I don't think we need it. I think we're all right. All right, so now let's go ahead and do some stitching. Let's do this one first. I prepped some threads and I have this peach color that's already ready to go. This is just embroidery floss. It's nothing fancy or special. In fact, it's probably really old and kind of rotten, so it's not going to work well. So since we're going to turn this into a page tab, I'm only going to do it on this layer here. Now you can pin these if you want to. Maybe I'm not going to. You certainly can. I'm just going to go ahead and do some little lines. So I'm just going to stitch. So I just knotted the end of my thread and we're just going to do a straight stitch. So this is just slow stitching. It's however you want it to be. So I am just kind of making a line right down here. Like I said, nothing fancy. I don't know. I'm really hoping this thread will hold up actually because it's pretty old. And thread does get rotten. It does happen. So a little more. So like I said, it doesn't have to be anything fancy, anything special. You don't have to be proficient at sewing to do this. You just have to be willing to try something new. And I do a lot of slow stitching, and I've been sewing and things like that forever, but this, it doesn't have to be neat. It doesn't have to be tidy. You're just adding some more texture, okay? Let's see. What else do we want to do on this? That's nice, but I feel like we could add a little more. What could we add? Let's do some more stitching. We'll just do a couple more little stitches here. Actually, I'm going to make a cross stitch. I'm just going to do a cross stitch here. Like so. Nothing fancy. Hopefully you can see this okay. So just doing a little cross stitch there. I'm going to do a little cross stitch up here. And I don't care what the back looks like because it's going to get glued down. So not a big deal. There. There. And then maybe we'll do one more right up here. So this will get glued right onto the edge of the page. So we're not even bothered by what it looks like underneath because you're not going to see it, and it's going to be glued down. All right, so that's going to go like that. And dunzos. Ta-da. Real quick, real easy. It doesn't take very long to do some of these guys. Just to add another like funky touch. And yeah, I know, it's a mess. It's fine. It's totally fine. Now I'm going to knot my thread. I'm going to go under and under again. Can't see this because I'm not going through all the way, so you can't see it on the front. And now when I have this loop, this is a quick knot. Go under your loop and under your loop, and then pull it tight. Nice, sturdy little knot, okay? Okay, and this is gonna get glued on the edge of a page, so it's gonna be totally fine. So there we go. One done. Let's do something else real quick here. Do I want to do that? I am going to use, so I prepped a couple of colors because I wasn't quite sure. Let's do a little pink and a little purple on this one. I think what I'll do is I will do these real quick, or do a few, and then show you the finished, maybe on that. So I'll do this one first really quick. So this one, I'm gonna go where some of the pattern is and just follow it. So this is a leaf here, or a petal or something, going there. So just look at your pattern too, and you can kind of fill in some spots. And here. And hopefully I'll have enough of this thread to get this down. Do you have to sew these? No, you could just glue them. That you could just treat them like any other little cluster, and you could just use glue. You wouldn't have to do it this way. This is just a different way to add a little extra texture. So I'm going to follow this. You can use all kinds of fancy stitches if you want. You could make a book that's just with embroidery and things as well. There's lots of different things you could do. See if hopefully we'll have enough thread to do what I want to do on this. Should have looked at it. I do have more of this pink. I just don't have it prepped on a needle. Because I wasn't sure what we were going to do. So I just prepped a few things. Try to make it go a little faster. And I've been trying to record today in between bursts of heavy rain. Because I have a tin roof on my building here, and it can get very, very, very loud. So I had to wait until it let up enough so that I could try and record something. I think we're gonna have enough, at least for that part. So that one, and then we've got one more petal, and I think we'll have just enough. Just enough. Whoop. If you're doing these really big loose stitches so that it's, you know, I mean like that, you're gonna have to be, make sure you don't pull it too tight. That's all. But for those that do just embroidery, you're probably like, oh my gosh, that is a mess. But it's okay. There's nothing wrong with starting and trying, using up some scraps, using up some bits and pieces. All right, that one's done, or that part of it is done. Now we got that, and I love that. Let's go ahead and put this little friend here, and we are going to just put that on with the button, I think, and that's it. Let's use the green. I have some green prepped. So let's, oh, that green doesn't look right. We have some, oh, you know what? I wonder if there's enough to go with the peach. I think there is. I think there is. We're going to try it. So all I'm going to do is go down through the button, and then I'm going to hold that end. This is going to be tricky. And then up through the button. And now I'm actually going to just tie it. That's all I'm going to do. So I'm pull that through a little bit. So I'm going to tie this here. One and a two. There we go. That one's done. Cut this a little shorter. And boom. Perfect. Extra texture. Okay. So there you go. And then this one's going to be a little bit of a pain, I have a feeling, because this gold always wants to roll because it's so synthetic and so stiff. But it is here, and we got it, so we might as well use it. So I'm going to line that up there, roughly in the middle-ish. And then this is going to go here, like so, I think. And I think I will pin this one since it's so wonky. So pin that there, maybe one in the middle. Middle-ish. And one more. With these nice long sewing pins. Right here. Nope. No, go straight. What are you doing? Go right there. All right, come on then. Helps if you talk to your products and supplies. Sometimes they behave themselves better. All right, what color do we want to put on here? How about purple? Let's do the purple. I haven't used the purple yet, so. All right, I might just fast forward this one. Yeah. Okay, that one is done. So that'll be something we can add to the edge of one of our pages for that little journal. So that's cool and fun. And now let's figure out what we want to do with this guy. Do I like this trim on here? I kind of do, but I feel like we need to make this a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to use a lot of purple. And we're going to throw this behind here a little bit like that and like that. And now we're going to take this like this. I think. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do this a little different. We are going to do this a little different. I'm going to show you a no-sew way. Oh, I like that. Let's do, kind of like that. Should we put that like that? Let's see. just like these dark raspberries. Blackberries, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so we're gonna just glue this one. So this will be a glue one. I need to put something under it because we're gonna go through the layers here. Some, oh, perfect. Some garbage. Okay, this had, I pulled this off from a plastic. It was around a sticker. So let's do it. We're gonna put this here. So that's there. Now we're going to put a little fabric fix on the purple. So I left my bottle open. So I'm just putting a light, we don't need a ton, a little bit on here. Hopefully it'll dry nice and clear and it won't show through. If it does, meh. So we're going to put like that. There. I put the plastic down because this is going to go through and I can peel it off of this plastic. Now we're going to do the pink. Does not want to come out of here for some reason. There we go. So I'm just putting a little bit of fabric fix on this just to show you can do this without sewing as well. So this one is going to go like that, like that. Okay, and now we're going to do the beads. So I'm going to put a line of glue. I think I'm going to put the line of glue on the big part. I'm just wiping my tip off here. No, we're going to do it like this. because I want to hit the glue on the end where the knot is, where the bead is. I'm actually going to do it along where the beads are, every single one, so they don't come out. Because with this bead trim, once you've cut it, it's going to want to not stay any longer. The beads will come off. So you got to make sure you fasten the ends of your threads down. Okay. And yes, I know it's not perfectly straight. I don't care. I want it to be a little bit crooked. Sometimes it gives a little bit more interest. You do you. Feel what's in your heart. Go with it. If you want them to be nice and straight, you make them nice and straight. And sometimes I do make things very straight. So I'm just going to put the glue where the berries are on this one. So like the edges of this fabric can kind of be a little shreddy and fun. And then like that. Okay. And yes, it's going over some of these beads. That's okay. It's totally fine. So there we go. We made a number of these guys real quick. I mean, obviously if you're gluing them, it's going to go quicker than if you sew. It's totally up to you what you want to do, but you don't have to sew them. Just decided to give you show you another option. So here's the ones that we made. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment, like, share, subscribe, and you have a fantastic day. And don't forget, art with your heart. Thanks, guys. Bye.